Hello everyone, welcome to teleclass. I'm Rinisha, chemistry teacher from Aminia School. Today you're going to learn about alcohols. Learning intentions. You will learn to describe alcohols as a homologous series containing the OH group. To draw the structures of alcohol C1 to C4 and name the unbranched alcohols methanol to butanol. To draw dot and cross diagrams for the first four alcohols. To identify the isomers of alcohols. To explain the trend in physical properties of alcohols based on bonding. Success criteria. You will be successful if you can describe alcohols as a homologous series containing the OH group. Clearly draws the structures of alcohol C1 to C4 and name the unbranched alcohols methanol to butanol. Draw dot and cross diagrams for the first four alcohols. Identify isomers of alcohols. Explain the trend in physical properties of alcohols based on the bonding. Okay, alcohols. What are alcohols? You already learned about hydrocarbons, right? Hydrocarbons means compounds that contains only hydrogen and carbon atom. But alcohols are not hydrocarbons. Why alcohols are not hydrocarbons? Any idea? The reason is because in addition to carbon and hydrogen, alcohols have an oxygen atom in their structure. Okay? In addition to carbon and hydrogen, alcohols have an oxygen atom in their structure. That is the reason why alcohols are not hydrocarbons. Then the functional group. Functional group, you know already functional group, right? Functional group, common group present in homologous series. So, like, you remember what is homologous series? Alcohol is an example for one homologous series. Alkane is an homologous series. Alkene another homologous series. Homologous series means what? It's a family of compounds with same general formula, similar chemical properties, follows a trend in physical properties, same functional group, etc. These are the characteristics of homologous series. Okay, so functional group present in alcohol is called hydroxyl group, OH group. OH is the formula. Okay, functional group present in alcohol is OH group. Then general formula, same general formula is it. Same general formula is alcohol. All alcohols will have the same general formula. That is here CnH2n plus 1 OH. N is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 like that we give. Okay, we will learn about chemical properties later. But today you will learn about physical properties anyway. Okay. The naming. When we give the name, how we give the name? Remove E from the end of the corresponding alkane and add OL. Okay. When we give the name. Okay. For example, methane. When you take methane. Okay. Methane is an alkane ending with E. If it is an alcohol, change that E into OL. So it is methanol. Okay. We can't say methyl. You know the prefixes that we use. For one carbon containing, we use meth, 2 carbon, eth, 3 carbon, prop, 4 carbon, but, 5 carbon, pent, 6 carbon, hex, 7 carbon, hept, 8 oct, 9 non, 10 dec. Okay. Alcohols are not named prefix plus ol. Remember that. Very important. Okay. Don't write methyl. It's wrong. We have to write methanol. Not ethyl. It's ethanol. Propanol. Butanol. Pentanol. Hexanol. Heptanol. Etc. Okay. Clear? So when we give the name, we just need to change E of alkane to ol. Okay. Next, how to draw and name. We are going to learn how we draw and name. Okay, one carbon containing alcohol we are going to do. For one carbon containing alcohol, we have to give N is equal to 1 into that general formula. Clear? General formula is CnH2n plus 1 OH. So molecular formula will be C1H2 into 1 plus 1 OH. What you will get? CH3OH. That is what? Methanol. Methane, change that E and write ol. So it's methanol. Then how we draw structural formula? Just like alkanes. You remember how to draw alkanes though? Alkanes do not contain oxygen atom, but here O is there. OH we write separately. Okay? CH3 there, no? CH3, then OH. Like this we draw. We have to show all the bonds, even bonds between O and H we have to show. Here, each carbon atom is bonded to 3 hydrogen. Only one carbon is there. Okay. One carbon is bonded to 3 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. Right? Oxygen is bonded to 1 carbon and 1 hydrogen. Hydrogen only 1 bond there. No? Why? Because of valency. Carbon can bond with only 4 other atoms. Because of valency 4. Clear? So, carbon always share 4 electrons. Hydrogen always share 1. Oxygen shares 2. That's why 2 bonds. Is that clear? Now, dot and cross diagrams. How we draw dot and cross diagram you have already learned before, right? When we draw dot and cross diagram, we have to use dot and cross symbols, right? So we have to see how carbon, hydrogen, oxygen shares electrons. Carbon share 4 electrons with 3 electrons with 3 hydrogen and 1 with oxygen. Hydrogen share only 1 electron, right? Oxygen, see oxygen. Oxygen share 2 electrons, one with carbon and another electron with hydrogen. But remember one thing, oxygen has 6 electrons in their outermost shell. But it need only 2 electrons to attain stability, right? So it always share 2 electrons. So it uses only, oxygen uses only 2 electrons for bonding. Remember that. Oxygen has only 6 electrons in their outermost shell. It needs 2 more electrons to attain stability. So it always share 2 electrons only. Okay, it uses only 2 electrons for bonding. Okay, so there are 4 electrons left without sharing. Those electrons, what do we say? Non-bonding electrons. Okay, or else we can say lone pair of electrons. So remember to draw that lone pair of electrons as well. Don't forget that. If you don't draw, it is wrong. Okay. So remember to add the non-bonding electrons, lone pair of electrons to the outer shell of oxygen. Then remember to write the key also. Next, 2 carbon containing one. For 2 carbon containing alcohol, we have to give N is equal to 2. When you give N is equal to 2, what you will get? C2H2 into 2 plus 1 OH. So it is C2H5OH. How we give the name? Ethane, that E you change to ol. So it is ethanol. See how to draw structural formula. It's very simple, just like how we did before. But here 2 carbon atom. So 2 carbon share always 4. First carbon share 3 electrons with 3 hydrogen, 1 with another carbon. So carbon, there are 3 bonds with 3 hydrogen, 1 bonded to carbon. Then carbon bonded, the second carbon bonded with 1 carbon, 1 oxygen and 2 hydrogen. Then oxygen bonded to one carbon and one hydrogen. Clear? Then dot and cross diagram, it's really simple, just like how we did before. Just go through this. Everyone should do the work, okay? Then you must know butanol, like that, like this butanol, pentanol. You know how to draw, though. How to draw structural formulas, you should know, okay? Next, isomers. What are isomers? You already learned the meaning of isomers. What are isomers? Remember, isomers are compounds with same molecular formula but different structural formula. Okay, here I gave example. Alcohol with 3 or more carbons can form isomers. How we make isomers? By changing or by moving the functional group. Here functional group is OH. OH group to a different position. Or we can make branches by adding branch, or we can even change the position of branch. Clear? So butanol isomers given here. Okay, but these, how we give the name? First one is butane 1-ol, second one is butane 2-ol. You should know naming also. Okay, what is this 1 and 2? That is the number of position of OH. In the first example, OH is in which carbon? First carbon. How we give the, we have to give the number to carbon atoms. Okay, so when you take first example, OH is in first carbon. Okay, when you give number, make sure that functional group should get the lowest number. Okay, so OH is in number 1, so it is butane 1-ol. In the second example, see position of OH. OH is in second carbon, so it is butane 2-ol. Is there any butane 3-ol? You have doubt regarding that? If it is 3, it's wrong. There is no 3. This is actually 2. Okay? Next, 2 more isomers I am giving. See, these 2 examples are with branches. Can you see the branches? I took one branch and put it in the middle. See, the other one, I changed the position of functional group also. Okay, naming of branched ones not important, but still I can give you the names. You draw these. I can give if you want. This one is, first one is 2-methyl propane 1-ol. Okay, 2-methyl propane 1-ol. Sorry, I did not write the name in the slide, but you can note down 2-methyl propane 1-ol. Second one is 2-methyl propane 2-ol. Okay, clear how to draw? Then you try, you can note down the question, you draw isomers of propanol. Okay, it's very simple. Draw isomers of propanol. Clear? Okay, that's it. Isomers. Then we have to discuss physical properties of alcohols. Okay? Physical properties, you remember melting point, boiling point, solubility, viscosity, flammability. Melting point and boiling point. When number of carbon atoms increases, carbon chain length increases. When carbon chain length increases, melting point and boiling point increases. Solubility decreases. Viscosity increases. Flammability decreases. What are the reasons? You remember the reasons? Yes, that's you have already learned in alkanes, right? So it's because of intermolecular force. So when number of carbon atoms, when carbon chain length increases, strength of intermolecular force also increases. Okay, when number of carbon atoms increases, strength of, that is when carbon chain length increases, strength of intermolecular force increases. So more energy is needed to overcome the force. So melting point and boiling point increases. So when you compare melting point of ethanol and butanol, butanol will have higher melting point, higher boiling point. Okay, then actually butanol, up to butanol, actually you remember the physical properties, right? Physical states, right? Actually this lower alcohols like up to but, it's actually liquids. Okay, so we say boiling point. Boiling point, when you compare boiling point of ethanol and butanol, butanol will have higher boiling point. Then solubility, lower alcohols like methanol and ethanol completely soluble. Okay, then other alcohols solubility decreases when number of carbon atoms or carbon chain length increases. Then viscosity, how about viscosity? When carbon chain length increases, viscosity also increases. Why? Because same reason, carbon chain length increases means strength of intermolecular force increases. So molecules get tangled up one another. Okay, clear? Next, flammability. Flammability, of course we know, right? Flammability decreases when carbon chain length increases. So when you compare ethanol and butanol, which one is more flammable? Ethanol, right? So ethanol is more flammable than butanol. Clear? So flammability also depends on this intermolecular force. When strength of intermolecular force increases, then flammability decreases. Clear? Any doubt? Okay, then you have any doubt from the topic that you have learned? What are the topics? What are the points you have learned? You know now how to draw alcohols. How to draw alcohols like methanol, ethanol, propanol, butanol. You know, right? Then you know dot and close diagram of all these, right? Then what did you learn? Isomers. How to identify isomers you should know. Okay? Then that's the end of the lesson. If you have any doubt, you go through the slides once again. Okay? Then you try how to draw. You draw isomers of propanol. I said propanol you draw, then pentanol also you try. Okay? Clear? Then what? That's it for today. Okay? So we will hope you understood everything. So we'll back with another lesson. Okay? Okay, bye. Thank you.